Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you for being patient. We'll go ahead and get started. So again, wanted to thank you all for joining us today. In this session of Marching Forward Monday, we have 3 of the 4 so far of our VBEs have signed on to present today. So I'd like to thank them for their time and joining us, and also to our corporations and our other veteran businesses, and thank you all for your service. I'm going to go ahead and get started with Drew Smith from Lone Star Drone. Drew, you can go ahead and share your screen. Thank you.
Absolutely. Give me just a minute. Okay. We're ready. My name is Drew Smith, as she just said. I am the owner of Lone Star Drone. Here's our contact information in case you wanted to scan the QR code. It'll take us directly to the website and kind of read a little bit more about us. But we're based in Arlington, Texas. We have offices in Houston as well. So kind of a high-level overview of the company. We are a full-service drone company dedicated to the implementation of cutting-edge technology to deliver superior aerial solutions for a wide range of industrial, enterprise, and commercial endeavors. And basically, that's the long-winded way of saying that we are the country's, if not the world's most capable and technologically advanced drone company. Mostly because a wise man once told me, if you aren't moving forward, you're moving backward. And so we kind of take that into the core of our ethos and make that how we operate. As much as I hate talking about myself, here's a little bit about me. I am a combat veteran, Army reconnaissance scout. And I also worked with the Department of Veterans Affairs as the Network Systems Information Systems Manager for the state of Texas. And what I like to say is that the stress of a combat deployment, or several combat deployments, as well as the difficulties, should we say, of working with the government sector, gave me the foundation for the drone business and managing the company. Novoba, that's why we're here, right? To be honest, Novoba is pretty near and dear to my heart because it's kind of dedicated to giving veterans and veteran-owned businesses every advantage possible while keeping those with, let's say, less honorable intentions from claiming a veteran status wrongly. But bigger than the veteran-owned part is the veteran-operated part. So LS Drone was, we say, forged in the heat of battle. It was kind of a discussion that we were all having around a fireside on my last deployment, where we were all kind of talking about what we were going to do when we get back. And in my head, I'm thinking, well, we're operating these small drones, these advanced drones in combat zones. Why can't we leverage those for business uses? And so I like to say LS Drone was born. But as I mentioned earlier, for me, the far more important thing is that we're veteran operated. As we all know, veterans have a very difficult time because a lot of the things that they learn in the military are not applicable in the civilian workforce. Well, early on in Lone Star Drone, I decided that what better way to help veterans out than to enable them to further their knowledge and put their skill set to use in the civilian market. So most of our operators are actually guys I deployed with. We are 90% veteran operated at this point. So little brief company timeline. 2018, we were founded. 2019 was our first international client. I like to put those two together to kind of give an idea of, based on our capabilities and our skill set and our reputation, how quickly we spread in just a year's time. 2020, we began energy sector inspections. 2021, we ended the fiscal year, deployed to 2 other countries and 15 states. We currently have guys in 4 other states. And of course, the future, we continue to develop diverse solutions for our growing client base. But why not go with another company or take your drone operation in-house? Well, let's dive into what I consider to be the LS Drone difference. We kind of base it on 4 pillars and why we will always beat another company or an in-house program. Number 1, we save our clients money. And that's kind of the most important thing when doing business. They don't have to spend the money on the operational minutia, and we alleviate the headache of an in-house drone program. We also consistently save the money over our competition. And number 2, we employ the very latest technology. If anyone has dealt with the purchasing department of a company, they know that trying to upgrade technology can be like pulling hen's teeth. And so we take that factor out because because we're so forward-leaning, we maintain the very latest technology and the most advanced systems on the market. Number 3, we can deploy anywhere in the world to any condition. And that's point blank, because we did it in the military, and we take that same mindset into everything we do. So we have clients all over the world and in very, very harsh conditions, and we certainly have no issue deploying to them. And then, of course, to tie it all together, the Navoba. Through Navoba being a national recognized status and certification, we help our clients meet their federal contract requirements for minority-owned business. So basically, in short, we will always beat the cost and complexity of an in-house drone program. We will always beat the capabilities of our competition, and we allow our clients to focus on their projects while we handle the complexity of drone operations. So we can say whatever all day long, but at the end of the day, it comes down to superior solutions. But if we didn't have the service to back it up, we wouldn't be able to claim to be one of the best drone companies on the market. Our product set, our solution set, we kind of divide them into 4 vertical solution sets. The enterprise side are, we say it's advanced solutions for advanced industries. The professional solutions is basically photo, video, and anything media related. Training and certification, well, we pass our years of experience on to our client so they can stand up their own drone program if they so desire. And then one of the biggest jewels in our crown is our aerospace engineering program, because if we don't have an off-the-shelf solution for our clients' missions, we will engineer a bespoke solution to meet their demands. Our professional services, like I said, is really just photo, video, and everything in between. It kind of is where most drone programs start off. We currently do the promotional material for the Texas Rangers, as well as obviously many clients in the local Texas area. But moving on to the enterprise side of the house, the engineering solutions are the first product set under the enterprise umbrella. They kind of are 3 of our most popular solutions for the engineering sector are construction reports. Basically, that means beginning to end, from the initial survey to staking out a project to doing the data and analytics of a construction site. We can do things like measuring stockpiles, knowing how much earth that needs to be moved, and of course, modeling that terrain so that our clients can best utilize that space. The infrastructure inspection, well, bridges, towers, roads, and any hard asset. And then, of course, survey and mapping. And this is where what separates the local drone company from a company like Lone Star Drone? We have the most advanced mapping and survey equipment on the market and can utilize that to our clients' needs. The second tier under our enterprise umbrella is the energy sector, and that's becoming more and more popular. So 3 of the most popular solutions, clean energy inspection. So we all know that solar panels and wind turbines are only as good as they are properly maintained. The curve of energy production to maintenance is a lot higher with solar and wind. So we offer our clients advanced solutions in the inspection of both solar and wind. Power distribution. This is a big tier for us because we offer solutions that no other company in the world is offering right now, in the form of our line inspections and our tower inspections. And then of course there's the methane detection. So as much as unrealized profit is a big factor when it comes to any industry, another flip side of that is penalties and regulation and regulatory costs. Well, methane detection is becoming a big issue because the EPA is actively fining companies up to $20,000 a day for methane leaks. So we step in and we can detect problems that they didn't even know existed because we have advanced optical methane detection. And our petroleum services. We offer offshore and on-land petroleum inspection services. We will put drones all around the offshore rigs to make sure that there is no structural compromise via rust. We do the fracking inspections. We do derrick inspections. And then, of course, we do pipeline inspections. We do thousands of miles of inspection. But the key here is that because we utilize advanced artificial intelligence and automation, we're able to inspect all of this without someone having to sit on the back end of all that data and pour through it. So what ends up happening is issues that might have been overlooked because someone had to pour over the data is not. The computers will flag it, the computers will categorize it, and via several systems, our most popular is our integration with the IBM systems. We'll spit out a work order and help our clients flag those issues. Assets fail when they're not properly maintained. So when it comes to asset management, maintenance begins with inspection. And with an ever-increasing dependency on the world's aging infrastructure, a reliance on routine, high-quality inspection has really never been more important. So put simply, no one does inspections better than us, period. And another facet of the inspection is, of course, something we kind of take a little bit of feel good with, which is we're helping to create a cleaner future. Because we help our solar and wind clients, because we do the methane inspection, and because what used to be done with helicopters and aircraft, which burn obviously fuel, we have the zero carbon footprint when we're inspecting. So we take a lot of pride in that. We take some pretty good feels on doing those inspections and helping all of our clients who contribute to that cleaner environment maintain a working operation. But even more than that, one of the things that I take very seriously, mostly because I had soldiers underneath me in the military, is safety. And you lose guys overseas, but you don't expect to lose them here. And so when it comes to the safety inspection, it's becoming more and more clear that drones can take that risk out of it and mitigate it. I chose these 2 pictures for a very specific reason. The one on the left, you can see the boom truck. That was inspecting the underside of that bridge. And you can see that the 2 operators in that basket, the only thing holding them back from being killed is that guardrail. The other picture, the helicopters, a fun fact is that the FAA, the only type of air collision or air accident they do not do a full inspection for or a full investigation on are the air collisions resulting from power line maintenance. So that shows you just how frequently people are harmed and potentially killed in those kind of situations. Well, we step in and we take all of that risk out. So on the left-hand side, you can see that we do, again, a service that no one else in the industry is offering, which is contact-based ohm resistance testing for power line inspections. And again, that's very important because no one has to stick out the side of a helicopter with a wand and bridge that gap before they go and do the inspections. On the right-hand side, we mitigate the risk of having someone either use climbing equipment to inspect a bridge or potentially use one of those boom trucks. We can inspect all around a bridge. And again, utilizing the power of AI and the automation, we have a system that can flag any issue that is presented on a bridge, for whether it be the concrete cancer, whether it be cracks, whether it be rust. It flags that, it creates a work order, and our clients are very happy with that. And of course, the third picture there in the middle, we put people, we kind of say tongue in cheek that we put people where they're not actually there. Eyes on target, where they're still on the ground, perfectly safe. And we can do, because the drone is taking pictures the entire time, we can present that to our client, and now they have a cyclic type of inspection that they can refer back to if they need to. And all of these inspections are made possible, once again, because we use advanced technology in our sensors and advanced technology in our software. So on the left-hand side, the LiDAR, we use that a lot when it comes to the artificial intelligence and automation side. Thermal and NDVI vegetation management for a lot of the power lines. We can tell how quickly the vegetation is growing and whether it needs to be mitigated now or whether it can wait. And of course, LS Drone by the numbers. We are 90% veteran operated. It's again very important to me that we keep our veterans gainfully employed. We are 65% savings, and that's an at-least number, but 65% more cost effective than having an in-house drone operations. Typically, we see about a 75 to 100% cost savings over an in-house drone operation. We have a 98% repeat client rate. We like to say that that 2% that is not represented there is basically someone who just wanted to drone service once. And then we're 99% safer than having people in harm's way. We are currently deployed to Switzerland and Australia. We have had operations just in this past fiscal year in Egypt, in Korea, I think in Germany also. And then we have our drone operations currently in 4 other states, but we've been to 15 states thus far. And final thoughts, and to wrap it all up, we kind of break our advantages down into 4 categories. Simplicity. We are a one-focus company, drones. We have perfected our craft because we specialize in it. No drone program, in-house drone program is going to be able to do that, and no competition has thus far been able to do that. Number 2, our savings. We assume the mounting cost of licenses, insurance, overhead, and technology, so our clients really don't have to. Number 3, simplicity. We focus on drone operations so you can focus on what is most important to you, which is your operation. And number 4, we have fast implementation. We stay ahead of the technology curve so our clients receive only the best technology and they don't have to invest capital in keeping and in trying to chase that obsolescence. So once again, here's our contact information. If you want to reach out to us, again, that QR code will get you directly to our website. A few asks that I would say. Power companies. So again, us being a zero hazard inspection, we would love to present that kind of safety to our power company clients, that they can go forth and pull people out of harm's way and get them back to their families. The petroleum and gas sector, of course, like I said, methane detection, it's a big thing now. It's a booming industry. Power transmission and distribution. We are already doing 3,000 mile inspection in PA currently. We would like to bring that to all of the states here in this country, and once again, get people out of harm's way. The engineering and construction sector, with our LiDAR mapping and certified surveying, we present a full one-stop stop package for our clients. At this time, I'd ask if anyone has any questions. I'd love to answer them.
Yeah, Drew, Rich McCormick, great presentation. Question, do you guys currently have federal contracts?
We are in discussions with 2 federal agencies.
Okay. Nice.
Excuse me, great presentation, Drew. Any other questions? I saw something from, let's see, maybe you can make a connection with Ken afterwards about doing some partnership work.
Yes, this is kind of, we are authorized to sell drones, but it's important for us to not just sell a drone, but focus on the purpose of why they're buying the drone. So I think you all are speaking to us because we want to be able to not the inspection, but have a reliable firm that know what they're doing that we can pass on to the customer to handle the drone once the purchase has been made.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you. And I have your information as well. I put my
Thank you.
notes.
Okay, and this is all recorded, so at the end, if you miss anything, the recordings will be housed on our YouTube channel.
Okay.
So thank you very much. Alejandro is next from Universal Spartan Company. I made you co-host so you can share your presentation.
Okay, all right, perfect. You can see it?
I can see it. Thank you. And
All
feel
right.
free to put the questions in the chat.
Okay. All right, how's everybody doing? And I hope everybody's doing a great day. My name's Alejandro Ramirez, owner of Universal Spartan LLC. And I first want to thank Navoba and all the corporate allies for giving me the opportunity to talk about my business and how I can empower your corporations. And I also want to thank Navoba and all the veterans. Again, I've been working for Navoba for a while, but thank you for helping me achieve the Inc. 5000. Which is one of the nation's fastest growing companies. And also thanks a lot for Navoba for the 2020 Hispanic Veteran Business Enterprise for the Year Award. All right, Universal Spartan was founded in actually one of my deployments in Colombia, South America, when I sold my first pair of glasses and made about 100% profit. So from there, it was kind of like, okay, this is actually a pretty good thing. So now let me think about this while my years being in the military and more deployments. And then finally I retired in about 22 years in 2013. I said to myself that when I got out, I would create a company that sells combat proven products to the military. After other deployments, again, and when I retired, I decided to open up an online business and do just that, but figured out that it is a hard thing to do an online business. So one of my fellow veterans said, hey, Alex, why don't you start selling to the federal government, being that you're an operation officer and you understand the strategic part of how the federal government, what they buy, what they need. And you can do all this stuff if you just register and sell to the federal government. So I did. And then all of a sudden my first contract 30 days later was with one of the most elite forces in the military, which is the Navy SEALs, selling them tactical equipment for about 3 to 5 years. And after that, I knew what my niche was. It was actually branding myself to sell all these combat proven products to the federal government. Okay, what's going on? Okay. All right, my mission. Now, here we are today. We are a one-stop source solution that provides tactical IT, electrical, industrial, and medical equipment to the federal government, defense industry, and of course, all the corporate agencies. We ensure mission success, operational efficiency, and cost savings for our customers. We are a source and solution for the right product, the right reason, and the right price. Our concept is we have different independent contractors that are nationwide and also international. We drop ship, we're manufacturers rep, we have warehouses all over the nation. So we can kit packages, we can get things where they need to be at. Where our experience is what veteran owned, 22 years of combat military experiences. We opened up this company in 2013. So now here we are in 2022. So we increase that proficiency and that knowledge that we have. We work with the low prices, but the quality of effective and efficient products. And that's because of the different products that we have and the manufacturers that we have. Everybody that we work with, of course, are all vetted by Universal Spartan or myself. We're experienced, unique, and proven products. We educate our clients and useful advice. And we also quality control plans, and we have unlimited potential. Here, of course, we talked about, and I'll go in this in detail, but we have numerous products. We are one-stop source solutions for all corporations. We provide any products that they need. So let's say they're looking for safety equipment. We can provide safety equipment. They're looking for IT equipment. We can provide that. We have so much past performance that when we work with the corporations, we let them know the past performance so they feel comfortable who they're working with, and they know that we know what we're doing in day-to-day operations. Some of the products that we offer, of course, right now, with all that's going on, is the COVID equipment. Again, we work a lot with the federal government, with the VAs, with all the hospitals, with different corporations. And it seems like now a lot of these things, the N95 masks, the COVID test kits, they're pretty hard to find. But since the products that we work with are either Buy American, Made in American, TAA compliant, which these are our allied countries, that these products have to be here in the States. So when a lot of these corporations are having problems that they can't find these products, they reach out to us, Universal Spartan, and we're able to provide these products because knowing that we have that past performance and that knowledge of getting these products to them when they need them. Some of the products we provide, of course, a lot of security products, a lot of uniforms. We have embroidery, screen printing, that we can source products. We do everything from the beginning, whatever the polo shirt, to the screen printing, to the embroidering, and we can provide all those products to them. And of course, we can also provide a sample to them. We provide a lot of products to different corporations. You can see down here below of the workwear, high visibility, all the safety solutions that they need. Some of the other products we offer, of course, is storage management, medical products, safety equipment, a lot of IT equipment. We actually teamed up, we're actually another owner of a company called Universal Wisdom Solution, which we actually won the GSA 8A stars, providing IT equipment and also services for that. Customers, past performance, and possible customers, of course. Again, we have numerous past performance with all the federal government that we worked with. And of course, we have other corporations that we worked with as well that we have past performance. Of course, we can also help them out in any way. Some of our value proposition, of course, is the experience and past performance. We're a one-on-one customer service and understand each customer. So whenever somebody wants a product, if they don't know exactly what they want, they can reach out to us. We'll talk to them. We'll do the research with them, and we'll provide the right product for the right reason and at the right price. And that's our motto, and that's what we do. We're a one-stop source solution. We talked about that, how we can provide IT products, COVID products, medical products, all the gamut, and you can get it from one veteran owner, which is the one-stop source and solution. We're national, international. Our delivery times, we can deliver times in 48 hours to 3 to 5 days. Again, our products are here in the States. And if there is some issue, then of course we would talk to the customer about that. We provide government specific shipping and handling requirements. Some corporations, they want certain kits. So we work with them on certain kits that they want, and then we deliver it to them. Our products are high quality mil specs. I say mil specs because they're just high quality. They're combat proven and they're high quality products. We have a lifetime warranty. Our products are durable. And again, Universal Spartan can provide products with helping meet the supplier diversity goals that you all need. STVOSB, VOSB, minority owned, and 8A companies. In conclusion, I want to thank Navoba, corporate allies, and all veterans that have helped me with my business. And it would be an honor to be the one-stop sourcing solution for all the corporate allies with all COVID-19 protective equipment, medical supplies, public safety, IT, electrical, and the right product for the right reason at the right price. Thank you.
Thank you, Alejandro. Are there any questions, comments?
Yeah, Alejandro, Rich McCormick. Hey, how long did it take you to get your, you said your 8A and service disabled veteran owned small business?
So service disabled back in 2013. It took me actually 30 days to get, I know it's fast. It took me actually 30 days to get my my STVOSB. Now 8A, it took me a little while to do that. I think I put in for it twice, and the second time I got it. So it took me about, I think it was like 2 years.
Nice, nice. And has the 8A worked well for you in regards to getting?
Oh yeah, so the 8A has been phenomenal. It's especially with the defense logistic agencies. They have in their 8A program under the under the small business, and I've had about 3 big contracts with them already.
Nice, nice. Congrats.
Hey, thank you, appreciate it.
Alejandro,
Yeah, hey sir.
it's good to see you. I saw you at Veterans Edge. Just give you a shout out. Good job.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. It's small world.
Yeah, I know it is, right?
What's happening, fellas?
Hey, Matthew.
Is everything done already?
No, we're in the middle of it.
Oh, right. Hi,
Did Marshall show up?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, good. I'm gonna go ahead and make you co-host.
Okay.
And this is Marshall Sterling with Cruise Supply Company.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Yeah, thank you. Well, thank you everyone for your time. My name's Marshall Sterling. I'm the CEO at Cruise Supply Co. We're a barware company. We provide barware, restaurant supply. So who is Crew? So Crew crafts innovative, sustainable equipment that adds a much needed boost in quality to the barware market and invites bartenders, baristas, and at-home mixologists to confidently and creatively pursue their passion. So we were launched in 2019, originally out of Los Angeles, and have since moved our operations back here to Columbus, Ohio, which is where I am now. We're 100% veteran owned and operated. Myself, I was an engineer in the United States Marine Corps, as was our other co-founder, Kyle McElfresh. Kyle also spent a long time working in bars, restaurants, all over the United States. And we'll cover that a little more in detail in a future slide, but some of that's the impetus for a lot of the products we produce. And we're digitally native. So what does that mean? Oftentimes with barware and restaurant supply, most of the market is dominated by large resellers, wholesalers. So Crew owns their manufacturing network. We own our supply chain, we own our fulfillment, and we provide value directly to F&B locations through our e-com platform. So this is important because it cuts out middlemen, it reduces costs, and it kind of gives us the opportunity to understand problems and provide solutions that are designed through the lens of the industry professional. So who do we work with? Anyone out there that goes out to dinner or frequents a bar, a restaurant, a coffee shop, peek behind the bar, you'll probably see some of our products. But in general, most of these locations are hospitality. So bars and restaurants, hotels, coffee shops, event venues. We work with a lot of hospitality groups, also catering, mobile bartending, wineries, casinos, airports, just about anywhere where there's customer service, where they're doing any kind of, F&B, customer guest experience, that kind of stuff. So where it started. When we first launched the company, once again, our other co-founder, Kyle McElfresh, who was in the Marine Corps with me, he would often comment when he worked behind the bar that similar to the Marine Corps, bartenders were often sort of asked to make do with what they had. So you'll find all kinds of things back there. You'll find plastic Chinese food containers, old wine bottles. I've seen Rubbermaid buckets. You'll find all kinds of equipment that people kind of cobble together. And what struck us was that this equipment wasn't really designed with the user in mind, which is strange for such a large industry. So originally we launched our flagship products, which for anyone on the call may be what you know us for, the Crew Bottle. That Crew Bottle series was launched in 2019. They come with removable bases for easy access and cleaning. I'll cover this a little more in some of the product features on future slides. In 2020, we launched our Pour Boy Pour Spout series, which has quickly become a staple all around the world. And now Crew's expanded to provide a full line of innovative bartending and mixology equipment, including mixing glasses, strainers, bar spoons. Typically what we try and do is we don't launch a product unless we can improve upon it. So that's kind of our ethos at Crew. Once again, the assumption originally was that F&B locations would pay a little more money for vastly superior products. Oftentimes we kind of joke that other suppliers are in a bit of a race to the bottom, trying to produce things as cheaply as possible. This usually means disposable plastic products. And at Crew, we kind of take a different approach. A lot of these locations spend tons and tons of time thinking about how to provide the very best customer experience for their customers. And that's what Crew's here to do, to empower those people. Also from a global perspective, since I know there's a lot of large corporations here, we are working with F&B locations in 29 countries right now. So, if any of the guests today have a global reach, we're happy to facilitate that. So why companies choose Crew? So first and foremost is efficiency. Once again, a lot of the products used behind the bar, in a coffee shop, a hotel, aren't necessarily designed for the uses that they're being used for. So, to give you an example, our bottle series all comes with interchangeable parts. So the removable bases work on our smaller bottles, our larger bottles. They're color coded for product identification and labeling. Another good example might be like a mixing glass. So a lot of the mixing glasses you'll see, the feedback we got was they weren't big enough. They didn't allow for bars and restaurants to batch multiple, cocktails or whatever it may be in a single serving. So we kind of adapted our products based off feedback from industry professionals to provide the very best service. Another reason companies choose Crew is for sanitation. So this is a big one. Kyle would often comment that they would spend a lot of time where he worked using bottle brushes to try and scrape out whatever mold or bacteria might be forming in some of the products. And all of Crew's products are designed to be cleaned using commercial dishwashers and glass rinses. The equipment that these places already have on hand. Obviously, running something through a commercial dishwasher is much higher temperature. It's much more efficient. It uses a lot less water, and it saves a lot of time for the staff. So no more bottle brushes. It's also due to reusability. So Crew uses Krafttec Glass, which is a trademarked form of a version of borosilicate. And Krafttec Glass is important because it has a higher coefficient of thermal expansion. That's sort of like a nerdy term. What that really means is it's more durable. So they're meant to last longer. Once again, oftentimes this is replacing single-use plastic products. So while there is a higher cost that comes with investing in equipment that's going to last for a long time, we see repeat customers that that swear by our products. Another good example would be Pour Boy Pour Spouts. I know this may seem sort of small in comparison to the great presentations that Drew and Alejandro put up there, but this is something that people use all over the world all the time. And the products that are currently on the market are very cheap. They come apart. They're not really intended to last. And we found that instead of charging maybe $1 for a poorly manufactured pour spout, charging $2 for one that lasts forever, bars and restaurants swear by them. So, and lastly, it's just quality. Once again, we use higher grade materials. We innovate. We think carefully about product design to make sure it serves the needs of our customers. And at the end of the day, our mission is really to empower the programs that use our products. We interact with bars, restaurants, hotels, coffee shops all the time. And what you'll find is that they're passionate about what they do. They care obsessively about creating the best guest experience they can. And at Crew, our focus is really making sure that we empower those users to do exactly that. So how to reach the team? So there's a couple different reasons, or I suppose for an ask for today. First of all, anyone that operates within the hospitality environment that may have cafeterias, hotels, anything like that, please reach out. We'd be happy to discuss, even like a pilot program. Oftentimes that's what we'll do with groups is take one location, take a place like Marriott hotels. We'll retrofit a Marriott, make sure that the team loves the products, and then expand from there. So if there's any enterprise pricing inquiries or product inquiries, please feel free to reach out to our sales team. And if you don't operate any of those, we also do a great corporate gifting program, which can be a lot of fun if you're looking for a group activity, Zoom happy hour. Once again, our products are not necessarily alcohol related, but a lot of the products that we provide are cocktail equipment. So if anyone's looking for an opportunity for a corporate gifting program, we'd be happy to help there as well. Press and media, our marketing manager, Allie, would be happy to help. And, my email, once again, my name is Marshall. I'll drop my phone number and email into the chat as well. But, anything we can help with, we'd be interested in continuing to expand our F&B partners. And I guess at this point, if there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Thank you, Marshall. Great presentation. Any questions, comments for Marshall?
Marsh,
Yeah,
this
hey,
is I'm kind of curious the fact that your business is international. Do you find you have any challenges in the arena of COVID, introducing your product to market? Are you able to leverage that?
I'm sorry, Kenneth, I didn't catch the very beginning of your question. Would you mind repeating that?
Yes, I was saying that in your business, do you have any challenges the fact that you operated in the restaurant industry in the midst of COVID?
Yeah, that's a great question. Absolutely. Once again, we launched this company in 2019. We launched on August 27th, 2019. So about 6 months before our key market kind of fell off. So one of the things we did was we pivoted to a lot more home good essential kind of products, which did carry us for the last couple of years. We're seeing a resurgence from the F&B side, but in fact, we're actually launching a new Crew Home brand this year, which is going to be focused a lot more on our home consumers. But to answer your question directly, yes, absolutely. The good news is that there are continuing to be increased sanitation standards that are being implemented in these F&B locations due to the increased public pressure based off COVID. And that, while not good for any of us, we certainly wish that wasn't the case. It is good when your products are designed to be more sanitary. So in some ways, it's a blessing in disguise, but we would certainly hope, we would much rather all of our F&B locations be operating at full capacity at all times. That's obviously better for both them and us. But yeah, it's a great question. And it certainly was a challenge during that initial year. We didn't pick a great time to launch an F&B company, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Any other questions I can answer?
Yeah, there might be an opportunity with Matt and Mimi can probably expand on this, but there are a number of veteran-owned distiller, like a vodka company, some bourbon companies, that might be members of Navoba, that might already have their liquor in specific types of bars. So you might be able to piggyback on some of that. But anyway, just some connectivity through folks that are already possibly Navoba members that are in this industry.
It's a great suggestion. We do work with a handful of distilleries that are veteran-owned, a couple based out of North Carolina that we've been working with for years. But no, it's a great market and it's a great suggestion.
Thanks, Rich. And if you reach out to me, Marshall, I'll put my email for all of our veteran businesses that are presenting today. I'm happy to introduce you to who we have as active corporate allies or anybody that I may have, whether they are or not a corporate ally. But we have several hotel companies that we may be able to help you out with.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Steve Clark, you are next with Look Technologies. I've made you a co-host if you want to share your screen.
Okay. Oop. I can get out of here. Can you see that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm Steve Clark, and with I'm the owner of Look Technologies. I'm a veteran of the U.S. Navy submarine force, but before I get into this, our company offers Borescope.
Steve, I
Yeah.
just want to interrupt you real quick. We're
Sure.
not seeing your screen.
Oh, 1 second here. Let's try this again. Is that
There
better?
we go. Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got to get over my technology hurdle. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. First, I'd just like to explain for those that aren't familiar, kind of what Borescope and remote visual inspection means. It's really taking remotely operated cameras, whether it's similar to these little robotic tractors down here, or different poles, or push cameras. You have video scopes that the tip articulates. It's really about taking cameras and getting into places that people either normally can't go or can't see. So this pictorial kind of shows mostly underground applications, but everything that we do really focuses around the industrial market. So it could be equipment, above ground piping, same as below ground piping, tanks, vessels, those kind of things. So who we are, we've been in business since 2008. I started my career in the submarine force. I was actually a fire control technician, so we tracked the ships and shot the torpedoes. But as part of that, and being on a very on a small submarine, I got into the QA program. So I was a quality assurance inspector in the SubSafe program. So that kind of got me into the non-destructive testing and the and the visual aspects. And I really enjoyed the visual aspects, and that's kind of where I started my career close to 30 years ago now. So we focus on-site inspection services. So we do inspections across across the United States, and occasionally we'll do some in Canada. But we have 5 field offices, and I got about 7 technicians in the field. So we're a small company. So one good thing about us is we can't promise what we can't deliver, because I'm the one oftentimes that has to show up and do it. So that's one aspect. Again, we primarily focus on industrial applications. So we're doing most of our inspections in power plants and refineries. Manufacturing facilities. It might be a food and beverage, facility, but we're usually going into large tanks, or maybe some underground processed equipment, or drains, or those type of things. So because we have to put technicians on site, we go through, a lot of safety protocols. All of our technicians are 30-hour OSHA trained. And, we do a 10-hour training just to get people in the field, but we're part of many organizations for EHS, all of the main ones through VETA and Vera Force and some others. And then, of course, part of Novovo, which we appreciate very much. So the services that we offer, our main service is on-site borescope inspection. So that's where we're taking these borescopes. The upper pictorial here in the top is kind of a conglomerate of the various equipment that we use. So we're taking those cameras and putting them in places where people either can't go or don't want to go for whatever reason. And then we're inspecting for things like, cracking, cleanliness, blockages, those types of things. Another service that we offer, because we are putting cameras in these locations, we also do a foreign material inspection and retrieval. So foreign material, whether it's in a power plant steam line, in a refinery processing line, or in a food and beverage pipe or tank, it's just not a good thing. So we can go through existing accesses when a tool is dropped or something comes apart, and oftentimes pull that out remotely. We got a very high success rate, especially when something has been dropped. It's in the high 90%, I would say, that we're usually able to pull things out. And that it prevents the plants from having to tear further into the equipment, which might keep them offline longer. The other things that we offer is we take the same Borescope equipment. We also rent it for the plants who have people on site and maybe have a simpler inspection and want to do it themselves. The nice thing that we bring to the table is we also offer the expertise. So if they're having trouble with the equipment, maybe can't get the view that they want to get, which is the whole purpose of it. We can give them a lot of insight because all of our technicians have been there and done the work. And then we do work with some of our because I've been in the industry so long, I got a lot of really good relationships with some suppliers, and so we can certainly help if a plant is looking to purchase equipment. Frankly, whether we sell it or not, we'd be happy to help you with that process. And then something sort of new to us is this motion amplification equipment. So it's used a lot in vibration type of stuff, but what it does is it takes a quick few second video of something that's moving, say a pump, or there's movement in a lot of things that you wouldn't suspect. If you're looking for you want to track pipe movement and how your hangers are doing, those types of things. It takes a few seconds of video and then it amplifies the motion. So something that you might not see with your eye, you can amplify that motion, and it might be moving a millimeter, and you can make it look like it's moving a couple of inches. Makes it look kind of bad, like your stuff's coming apart, but it's very good in troubleshooting and locating potential problems, like broken hangers or things like that. So these are some of the equipment and stuff that we use. This is what I prefer. There's such a broad range of equipment. What I prefer to get into is kind of the capabilities. So the smallest that we keep in house is a 4mm scope. That's tiny, and it's limited in length, but oftentimes you have to get into small places, and so those help you do that. We have equipment that'll go up to 1,000 feet. And then we also, for tanks and vessels, we have Panatil zoom cameras that can be lowered through small diameter, either vent pipes or manways and accesses. And, you can see 30, 40, 50 feet away with the equipment, especially with some of the new HD systems. And it has the onboard lighting as well, so you can see what you're doing. We do have some custom equipment that allows us to go up, to an elevated temperature for a camera is very different than a lot of elevated temperatures for the processes that our customers are dealing with. But essentially it boils down to the hotter environment you can do the inspection in, the faster you can get in and look at something when you need to. And so we do have some cooling capability in certain aspects, and those are very specific, and we take those up on a case-by-case basis. And then of course we have the loose parts retrieval equipment as well. So these are some of the applications that we'll typically run into. I could put 100 pictures up on screen for different stuff that we've looked into, but when you boil it down to the basics, it's usually some type of pipe, either process, steam, floor drain, whatever it is. We go into a lot of turbine and a lot of electrical generator inspections, where you're looking for specific damage, because that's really the only way that you can get in there without tearing the whole machine apart. One advantage of remote visual equipment is that you can often, my mantra, so to speak, is, disassemble less and see more. So, oftentimes, especially just for an example, like a generator, we can just take off man-weight covers, which takes a few minutes. I mean, you have to do some prep and some tag out, to put the equipment in there, but you can often get much deeper into the machine. So we also do, tanks, silos, all basically anything that you want to look at in the plant. We probably have a method to do that, if we get through the specifics. So again, the purpose of remote visual inspections, a lot of times it's just general discovery. You're bringing it down for inspection, and again, you want to take a little bit deeper look into the machine, see what you have. You could be troubleshooting. You could be, looking for a flow restriction, something like that. We'll go into, piping or and look for either debris or blockages, things like that. It can be used in maintenance planning. So you will go in and do an inspection so that they can look at it now. You got 3 days to look at something. It takes, a short time to pull it apart. And we'll go in and do an inspection, and it helps you plan for the future. And then it can be a condition monitoring. Maybe you got a problem and you need to keep an eye on it. And then, of course, a big one is to avoid, the confined space entry. And the benefits of that is it's very fast. It's easy to do because you're not pulling much apart. It's very economical. And that's kind of the minimum disassembly there. It goes hand in hand. Again, you can look deeper into something, even if sometimes you can actually enter a vessel or a piece of equipment. It's large enough. But, to get the view you need to get, it's kind of like looking at, opening the hood on your car and looking at your engine. If you need to see down into it, looking from the top or the bottom isn't always that easy. Again, it says some maintenance planning. And then the other nice thing is it does maintain a historical record. So, you have what it looked like last time. You have an image of that. And we always deliver the video and the images when we get on site, and then a follow-up report. And that's pretty much borescoping and look technologies in a nutshell. And I guess for the folks on this call, I guess mainly the people that we work with at the sites are usually the maintenance managers, engineering managers, or engineering departments. A lot of planning for turnaround and outages. And then, sometimes the environmental, for doing storm drains and process drains and those kind of things. And I guess that's about all I got. So be happy to answer any questions or go over any of the equipment.
Thank you, Steve. Are there any questions, comments? I do love the eyeballs.
Steve, this is Kenneth.
Thank you.
This is Kenneth. I want to say that being a submariner that you are, did you ever thought you on deployment, you still be working under something?
Oh, I guess I didn't give it that much thought. Having looked through the periscope, though, it kind of fit right hand in hand. So
yes. And also one more comment. I wanted to say that when I look at your equipment, I'm a big James Bond fan. And one of my scenes I think about was when the villains put him inside an oil pipeline. He had to escape.
Yeah.
Diamonds are forever. Yes.
Yeah. 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 Equipment's actually been in several movies, but unfortunately I haven't. Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions, comments?
And I'll put my information in the chat too, just so it's on the recording and stuff, just so you got it. Okay.
Please do.
You bet.
So thank you, everybody, for coming. I know we ran a few minutes over, but if there are any questions or concerns, you can reach Nancy, myself, or Alexis. And next week, we will have corporate engagement hour. And if any of you are not certified and would like to listen in, we have a meeting starting, already started, in progress, about the value of certification and is certification right for you. So I know most of you are certified on the line right now, but if not, please join us. And also, this is perfect opportunity for you to go in there and enhance your profiles if you have not done it. Y'all have great companies, y'all did a great presentation, and we're going to have these corporate folks in there looking at your profile. So make sure that they are updated and lots of information. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. Appreciate your time, and hopefully we'll see y'all next week.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everybody.